Sup, sup. All right, so this is I'm gonna talk about how to have fun in this game, what makes it fun. Hopefully to open people's eyes up to, if you haven't just, I don't know, you haven't just unlocked the part that's fun about this game yet. I'm gonna show you. The game, when you learn this, it feels like you're playing a roguelike. Hades, for example, or what is that other game? Uh, what is that other game? Risk of Rain 2. That game is fun also. But that's what it feels like you're playing. You can customize your build a lot. You can find a build that you want to play around and you can go straight for that. So, for example, let's look at this ability I have. I'll say really quick, if you haven't played the game, you get these skill gems, you get a skill, and with that skill, you use support gems to support the skill. It'll give you suggestions, but you can go to all gems. And you can play a lot of these, not every single one, but will have an effect on the gem or on the skill. So these are the support gems. So say you want, I don't know, cast speed. Skills have 25% more cast speed. There's gems that do all kinds of different stuff. This one is really cool. I'll show this one in a second. But let's look at this ability I have. We're gonna look at explosive grenade. This is what it does. Let's fight some stuff real quick with it so you can see. Right off the bat, what do we not like about this skill? It takes 5 years to go off. But the damage feels pretty good on it. So what can we do? How can we modify this skill? Let's make the duration shorter. So this 30% shorter. Now if you look, all games need to have this, by the way. Every game needs to have this. You hold Alt and then hover over whatever it is you're wanting to understand what in the world that does. So this top part, it has a duration can affect it, detonator can affect it, fire, grenade, projectile, AoE. So if you want it to be bigger explosion, you can. There's a support gem that can affect that. So let's look at it now. Much faster. Look at the old. It feels like it takes forever. But say you wanted to create a build around this one ability. How else can we change it? Let's add 2 more projectiles to this ability. Now let's go fight stuff with it. Oh, I like that. Let's see if we can get a good interaction with it. These mobs are so speedy quick. This would not be the best ability to use against them. But still, feels significant. I can make him be close enough to all focus one target. So if you're fighting a boss, you would still be able to fight the boss well enough. I want to do it on like 100 mobs. This character, by the way, is called the Mercenary. It feels like you're playing a guy with a shotgun. Or a rifle or something. I can use this ability. feels like I'm using a rifle or a shotgun. But let's look at what else we can put those gems on. Let's do this. Let's just go my regular auto shot. This is my regular. Oh my goodness. That feels very satisfying. So if you're fighting a boss or something, maybe you want more single target damage. Maybe you would do something like this. Where else can we put this? Put it on these high velocity rounds. Now we don't have crazy gear, nothing. We're only level 8. I feel like there could be a cool build with this. Now you get 3 slots. You have to unlock these later on. But you start with 2. Now, the one thing that's good about this game, it's not so easy. It feels like you can come up with a build or arrange your support gems in a way that you can overcome, you know, whatever problem that you're having. In Diablo 4, the whole thing just felt easy. It felt way too easy. You're clearing the end game in Diablo 4. You're just clearing everything in a minute and a half. You're just rolling through it. Feels repetitive. Not enough skill diversity at all, actually. But yeah, I like this ability a lot. Now I'll show you. Let's look at the mid game. I'm gonna spoil as little as possible. I'm gonna show just a tiny bit. This is the middle of the game, about. Probably a little bit less than the middle. And then I'll show the gear also, because there's a lot of different building you can do with your gear. Okay, so we're gonna take this fireball ability. Alright, so this is the ability by itself. Pretty cool. Also, I have a persistent ability when I'm casting a spell or it lands or whatever. Some of these raging spirits that just start attacking anything. I can only have like, I think 7 or 10. I can only have 10 raging spirits. But I'm pretty sure there's stuff that you can do to increase the limit. There is, actually. Let's see. I can probably read it. Yeah, 6 summon per cast. Limit. Yeah, so you can upgrade the limit. There's stuff that you can do for that. But anyway, let's look at this ability. The ability looks so simple and small at first. But let's add projectiles. Those double projectiles to it. Pretty significant increase. Now we also have another gem that almost, it basically double casts it. Yeah, now fire just goes everywhere. I'm like tripling or quadrupling the ability. There's just so many ways that you can change the build that you're going for. Now, I have another gem that ignited enemies have a 60% chance to explode when they die. Now, with this staff that I got, I have 100% chance to ignite enemies. And remember, you can hold Alt and see, okay, what does ignite even do? And then you can read all about it. Every game needs to have that. That should be the standard. Let's just see if we can fight a lot of stuff. Yeah, you could, I mean, you could easily create a build just around this one interaction. But imagine, I mean, if I wanted to, I could do like some sort of raging spirit thing where I would throw crazy amounts of raging spirits everywhere. That's part of what makes the abilities and stuff fun. Let's look at the gear though really quick. You get items. You get also, by the way, items have a significant impact, much more significant than I feel like in other games. I feel like you can get an item in here that just changes everything. But so this is the first unique that I got. The unique drop rate feels right at a perfect spot. It doesn't feel like you're getting a ridiculous amount, and it feels like you're getting just the right amount. But the first one I got was an energy shield unique. So I start gaining my energy shield sooner, like twice as fast. And I think at the base level it's 4 seconds, but now it's at 2 seconds of not taking damage. So I took that and I'm like, okay, let me go into my talents. Now this looks intimidating at first, but you don't look at all of this. All you need to do is think about the build that you're wanting to go for. Like I wanted to do energy shield build, right? So energy shield. Every game needs to have it so you can just type something like that. So many don't. I don't know why. This makes it so much easier. Feels like gamers are actually making their game. But now everything glowing has some effect on energy shield. So this 10% increased maximum shield, that's really good. I got this pretty early in the game, probably like around here. So yeah, 28% increased energy shield. And then I'm like, oh shoot, I want more and more and more. So I just started picking up everything that gives me max energy shield. And then I saw this other one because I'm using an ability and I'm getting stunned when I'm using an ability. And that's gotten me killed. But now my stun threshold is based on 30% of my energy shield. So now I don't even get stunned anymore. Because I have so much energy shield. And this, it just plays off of it so well. And always look in chat. Like this person's they're wanting to trade this for something. I just got this item that I was using a crappy helmet. So this brought my energy from 1500 to almost 1900. Which, by the way, you're not even supposed to have this much health yet. I have like a pretty significant amount of health pool. I can eat a lot of attacks. Like from boss battles, I can eat everything. And that feels cool. So whatever item, whatever unique you get, in my opinion, you should just try to come up with a build for that item. Anyway, I hope that made it more simple. There's a lot of different stuff that you can do, and that's part of what makes this game so far fun. And I'm not a Path of Exile total expert or nothing like that. But just playing the game, that's the potential. That's the fun part. I will say the part that sucks, in my opinion, this is a microtransaction game. Like, that's where they make their money, and that's cool and everything. But being in a level 5 area and people running around with endgame looking skins is kind of... You're playing a character building game, right? So you want... When you get a cool item, you want it to reflect on your character like, wow, I look so cool. Um, like I'm almost wanting to get a skin because I got this item that's detrimental to my build. I need to have this. Because it converts half of my maximum life to energy shield. So if I get items with max life on it, I want as much as I can. Half of it's going straight to energy shield, and that's what I want. But I look like the Statue of Liberty, or I look like a nurse or something. Terrible. And I have a unique staff that does a lot for me, and it only looks okay. This guy has like astral glass water or something. It's just too much. And then the pets, people were running around with these pets, and they just look so Chinese, like money scraper gimmicky thing. It looks ridiculous to me. I really don't like that part at all. That's probably one of the most major pet peeves. Again, this is a $30 game right now, but it's gonna move to free. I paid like 70 to 100 for Diablo, and it's just ridiculous to me. For Diablo 4, the difference is night and day. Also, you can move with WASD. If you haven't played the game at all, you can move with WASD. You can click if you want, like regular style of this game, but WASD feels way better. But yeah, I hope I made that simple. The game has been really fun so far. If you're playing Sorcerer or the fighter guy, not mercenary, I can't remember what it is. Warrior. If you're playing any of those, or if you're trying to think of a cool combo, or if you have a fun combo with Sorcerer, let me know. If you have any questions or having a hard time with bosses with either of those characters, also let me know. They all went, so far, they've went pretty easy for me. Feels like you can just come up with something that works. But yeah, I just wanted to make that. I'll see you guys soon in the next one.